The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, the man suspected of killing his girlfriend in Wapato on Friday is now in jail, arrested after a pursuit. Police say the 45-year-old is now facing a few charges, including murder. We'll fill you in. Plus, Oregon officials have begun to use a new tool to better provide evacuation plans. It was launched by the Department of Human Services and aims to more accurately notify the public. And we hear from Kennewick City leaders about a memorial ceremony happening this morning. A long moment of silence for those who were lost during the September 11th attacks at one of the few places in the nation with a piece of steel from the World Trade Center. We'll have that story and more coming up as you start your day with us this morning on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, let's just jump right into weather here because we've been seeing the temperatures slowly cool off as we work our way through the last couple of days and as we head on towards the weekend. What can folks expect this morning if they're going to get out to do any memorial things early on or as they make their way to work?
There are some spotty rain showers out there, and you should anticipate a much cooler day today than we have seen any time recently. Temperatures today are actually going to fall below average after going through such a long stretch of above average daytime highs. Waking up in Yakima this morning, we have already been looking at that rain falling throughout the morning, and we are continuing to see some raindrops. Of course, it's dark outside, so we can't really make that out right now, but I do have it on good authority that there has been rain falling in Yakima throughout the morning. It's 60 degrees right now with a fairly calm wind, and spotty sporadic showers are going to be possible throughout the duration of this Wednesday. That does lead straight into our weather headline. Spot showers and cooler temperatures are going to be in place for this hump day. Moving forward, we are going to stay seasonably cool with below average daytime highs. And after today, we're not looking at too much in the way of active weather, but there will be fluctuations of clouds and sunshine. I'll break down the rest of your forecast and we'll dive into the Storm Tracker Futurecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima. The man accused of killing his girlfriend in Wapato 5 days ago is now in jail after a pursuit yesterday. Yakima County Sheriff's deputies say 45-year-old Gianni Philip Alamo from Yakima was spotted in a vehicle thanks to a tip through Crime Stoppers. They say detectives tried to pull him over, but he fled. After the pursuit, Alamo was arrested at Front Street and West Yakima Avenue and is being held in the Yakima County Jail, facing first-degree aggravated murder, domestic violence, and second-degree assault charges. Alamo is accused of shooting and killing 37-year-old Heather Renee England on Friday during a domestic violence incident. And two women are in jail facing kidnapping charges for an incident in Union Gap. Sunday night, Union Gap police officers responded to Winco, where witnesses claimed they saw someone forced into a car. Police say they checked security camera footage, which confirmed the claims and also helped police identify a car with two suspects and the victim. Monday, officers found the car at the Sinclair gas station on Yakima Avenue and arrested the suspects. However, so far, police haven't found the kidnapping victim. The two women now face assault and first-degree kidnapping charges. And a Kennewick man is in jail facing charges accused of posting concerning photos and comments on social media. Richland police say 34-year-old Logan Kenmore's posts included concerning language and photos involving guns that were targeted at RPD officers and the Richland School District. So far, officers haven't released exactly what the posts said, saying it's an ongoing investigation. Kenmore's bail was set at $100,000. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. And in the Beaver State, as fire season continues, officials are using a new tool to bring better evacuation plans. The Oregon Department of Human Services launched a new emergency management software to give more accurate notifications to the public. K2's Allison Gutleber has the story.
Looking to the future, a new system has been designed to help emergency managers better pinpoint areas that are in harm's way. Ed Flick with the Oregon Department of Human Services says this software will help local officials identify and prioritize populations and give better evacuation notifications.
What's really exciting is the potential to get all counties and tribes across Oregon on a single system.
The software was launched this summer and used in Deschutes and Jackson counties for wildfires. Now, Wheeler County can say the same.
So the County Emergency Management Coordinator, Mitch Elliott, has been very enthusiastic about this system. We checked in with Mitch today. He said that the system is ultimately going to save lives in his county.
Mitch Elliott, who is working around the clock on fire evacuations, took a moment to talk with me, and he called the software a game changer.
I believe that what people are going to see is ultimately more accurate and understandable evacuation notifications.
Instead of using paper maps, they are now able to use this system, which maps specific areas of large fires.
This software speeds that process up immensely. And because fires often cross county boundaries, it also allows counties to work together on the same page to do the best job possible to get timely notifications out to people.
And a little closer to home, Sunnyside City leaders are discussing a water system plan for the next decade. At Monday's council study session and regular meeting, council members went over the new water system and plan and how it would affect people in Sunnyside over the next 10 years.
So as a reminder, the water system plan is a document that gets updated every 10 years. It's required for the city to stay in compliance for their water system with the Department of Health. And a critical piece is that you need to have an approved and current water system plan to be eligible for funding programs. The Drinking Water State Revolving Fund program through Department of Health is one of the primary mechanisms that public systems like yourself get funding to be able to complete capital projects.
Now, the council gave some feedback on the plan and will vote on it at a later meeting. The city of Kennewick is one of only a few cities nationwide to have a piece of steel from the World Trade Center. This morning, a commemoration ceremony to remember the lives lost in the 9/11 attacks. Starting at 6:30 a.m., the city of Kennewick will have an honor guard taking position and staying there throughout the morning at the memorial site at the Southridge Sports and Events Complex, recognizing the substantial events as they happened each hour 23 years ago. The city is inviting everyone to stop by to remember what happened.
It's a long moment of silence for everybody who was lost that morning, with different bell ringings for the significant events. But you can really just expect to be there, kind of be in the moment, enjoy the silence, and, never forget what had happened on 2001.
Now, the memorial events are scheduled to come to a close at 10:45 in the morning when the honor guard retires the flag. The Fiery Foods Festival is making its way to Pasco again this weekend. This Saturday, a variety of activities and foods will be available to the community to celebrate all things spicy and flavorful. The annual festival will take place in Peanuts Park in downtown Pasco from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There will be vendors and food trucks, a beer garden, a kids zone, pony rides, performers, as well as a pepper and taco eating contest.
We have lots of food vendors there, and each of the food vendors will have spicy options to eat, whether that's the traditional tacos or maybe it's a spicy lemonade, but everything, they'll all have spicy options for the food there. We just invite everybody to come out and have a good time.
The event is free to attend. If you'd like to be part of the taco eating contest, you can find the form up on our website, KEPRtv.com. Jefferson, spicy lemonade, he said this show. I've never heard of spicy lemonade. I thought it was, to me, anything, if a liquid is spicy, it's just carbonated, right? So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I have to try that.
Yeah, it should be interesting to definitely taste that beverage. And I would say that maybe as you go into the weekend, it would be a good time to get out to do something outdoors, because we are going to be looking at comfortable temperatures this weekend, and it should be staying dry. Now, today, we are going to be looking at spotty showers in the forecast area. We're already seeing some of those showers this morning, and it is going to be quite cool, especially compared to what we have seen recently. After going through a very long stretch of above average temperatures, highs today will be below average as we maintain a chance of showers throughout the duration of this Wednesday. We'll dive into the Storm Tracker Futurecast. We'll also talk about how long we will hold on to slightly below average temperatures coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, some state news. Law enforcement in King County are still tight-lipped as to why convicted serial killer Gary Ridgway is in the county jail rather than the state penitentiary. We catch up with a police veteran to find out what could have brought the killer across the state. But later in the show, top stories. Israel has taken responsibility for the death of an American activist killed at a protest in the West Bank last week, saying they were likely shot unintentionally. Israel says they're regretful, while the U.S. Secretary of State is calling for change. And apps are getting more sophisticated One group of researchers says they created one app that can detect a person's blood pressure by just listening to them talk, which could help billions. We'll talk that when we get to health news. We do have to take a quick break, though, but stay with us. The show is just getting started, and we have more news and weather coming your way.